and subscribe. Maybe donate to the Ramen Raider. Link in description.
Well, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Cup noodles stir fry, new. This is their honey sesame chicken flavor. That's what's going on today. Both varieties today are microwaved. Kind of weird. Not my normal doings for a day. Kind of works out though. So, room temperature water from the Ramen Raider water. We label our water here. Fine zone we find ourselves in. Where's the line? Crikey. Wow, I really can't see the freaking fill line. That it? Oh, how much I love being freaking blind. Ooh. I think it's like literally right there. Okay, I hope it is. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, we'll see how it goes, because that line, is it? Yeah, I think we're good. I am hopeful that we are good. Okay, 4 minutes, huh? So, I don't know if you can tell, but it's freaking dark up in here. We have power. But it's really dark because of the weathery weather. It's we got a high wind warning. I think I went walking when it was a good idea to go walking when I did this morning, because it's dark. It's gonna rain. If it's not raining already. I could go for a beverage. If you have a beverage, join me, won't you? This is a Hawaiian Punch powder you mix with water beverage. You're supposed to mix them with just like a regular bottle of water. I don't know how anybody could do that because they're so freaking sweet. I mean, that's like overload. It kind of looks like gross bath water, but it's blue raspberry. I mean, I've often wondered who had the idea for blue raspberry. Where does it come from? I mean, really, I don't quite understand blue raspberry. Did that come from 7-Eleven? That kind of reeks of like a Slurpee thing. But who knows? So yeah, I got out this morning, walked I think 8.25 miles. It's my regular circuit that I do. And I found something interesting on the road, on the Burt Gilman Trail. Go from here in Kenmore, you go down 68, cross the street, go past the bus stop, and there's the Burt Gilman Trail. So you go up that, and then you get up to where you're across the street from a Chevron station, and lo and behold, right in front of me on the ground was a machete. Machete. Yeah, I was like, so I took a picture of it and I posted it on the local community group, and I was like, hey, anybody lose their machete? It's sitting here in front of on the trail right now. Everybody seems to be fascinated with that, and One lady was like, you know, you could at least pick it up and move it off the trail, or better yet, just throw it in the trash so some child doesn't get it. My response was, look, I did kick it off to the side because it was on the trail, but I moved it off the trail with my foot, right? And I'm like, look, I'm the crazy guy that walks around with the Bluetooth speaker playing weird music, right? I'm not looking to be the guy going down the recreational trail gripping a machete. I'm not looking to be that guy. So, not only that, if I took it and threw it in the trash, I'm going to get my prints on it. And the guy taking it out of the taking the trash out, because there's trash cans everywhere around here, especially at bus stops. There's a bus stop by where the machete was. But yeah, I don't want them to get cut. I don't want them to pick up the bag and somehow for it to split the bag open. And they're like, oh no. But and you're supposed to let it sit for a minute. 1 minute. I'm not gonna and then I don't want them to go, hey, why would somebody throw this in the trash? I don't see blood on it, but I better call the police and turn this in. And so they get my prints off of it or something. I don't know. I'm probably being way too weird about it, but no, I don't want to pick up the machete and carry it around. Not in public. I mean, granted, I'd love to grab it and bring it home, but which my wife probably wouldn't be a big fan of. I have a bat left, but that's neither here nor there. It's a machete. Machete! Is my match? Oh, that spoon is not clean. I need that spoon because I'm going to use something special with this. I'll use this spoon. I haven't used this spoon yet. And quite honestly, I was never planning on using this spoon, but I'm gonna use this spoon. This is the Momofuku spoon. Can you see that? I've got my wrong phone right here. Let me grab the noodle. Ooh. Grabbing the noodle. Grabbing my noodle. I believe that fill line, they need to do it like they do. Yeah, you can't even see it on the outside. You can see it on the inside. Oh, there it is, right there. I guess I did. Wait a second. I guess so. Okay, never mind. Okay. You want to see? You want to see what I got here? I need to put this over here because I can't see what you're seeing. There. Come here. Come here. A little closer. Ready? Okay. So there we are. Boiling violent heat flavor. Sesame honey chicken. Honey sesame chicken. It doesn't say teriyaki though. That's good. Well, here it is. Cheers. It's okay. My daughter said, I was like, did you like it? She said, I didn't like it, Papa. I loved it. She loves saying crap like that. But, yeah, she really enjoyed it, so. That's good. I'm going with, yeah, it's a thing. It's hot. Look at all that freaking steam. Man. Okay, and then we need some spring onion. Some of this wonderful, wonderful organic spring onion. It's organic. But actually, I would have thought the organic spring onion would not last as long because they don't use any funky stuff in it. I guess that's not to say that it's not made out of like space age polymers, but okay. We are going to use this on it. This is Momofuku hot honey because it's a honey thing. This is the first time I'm actually going to work with this in a production situation. Mainly, it's going to be interesting because, well, I think it's going to be difficult. Oh, maybe not. We'll let go. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It is letting go. Okay. It does have a kick to it, too. So, I got my list all done of all the chili crunches and Hy-Vee hums and chili crisps and all that stuff. So, look for that. I don't know. It's a buyer's guide, kind of a pre-holiday buyer's guide thing, but you know, people have birthdays. You didn't get Chachi that thing for his birthday. Maybe if he likes noodles as much as you do. Obviously, you like them if you're watching this crap. So, yeah, maybe think about looking at that list and getting a little gift for Chachi. Ooh! Alright, well thanks for watching. The next thing you're going to see on tomorrow's big show will be this Myojo Ramen in their bowl configuration. This is going to be the tonkatsu, and I've been waiting for a good day to do it. Today's the day, but you'll see it tomorrow on It's Noodle Recipe Time. This has been Hans the Ramen Reader, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.